All right, forget the long intro. Let's get straight to the meat. We're talking volatility. And Morgan, mate, let's be real. In your world, a 2% wobble on the S&P is a code red get the boss on the phone moment. Smirking. In my crypto world, we call that a stable coin.
Easy there, crypto cowboy. Just because your portfolio moves like a bag of cats on a hot tin roof doesn't make it a strategy. It's just chaos. See, for us grown-ups, volatility isn't just some big number to brag about. It's the single most important ingredient in risk management.
Go on then, Professor. Break it down for the class. What even is volatility, according to the dusty old CMT textbooks you love so much?
Look, it's simple, isn't it? It's the market's personality. Is it calm and predictable, or is it a complete psycho? High vol means massive price swings. Low vol, it's just cruising. But the key thing, and where the money is made and lost, is understanding the two flavors, historical and implied.
Got it. So historical vol is looking in the rear view mirror. It's what actually happened. It's a fact. Like, Bitcoin pumped 50% last month. Done. Implied vol is what the market thinks is going to happen next. It's the forward-looking gossip. It's the market's anxiety level.
Exactly. And you find that anxiety priced directly into options. If implied vol is sky high, it means the options market is betting on carnage.
Wow.
They're pricing in a massive move. They don't care if it goes up or down, just that it moves. It's the, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's going to be biblical premium.
Mate, you just described my entire life. Crypto runs on implied volatility. It's pure sentiment. Elon Musk posts a cryptic tweet, and the implied vol for the whole market goes absolutely parabolic. It's madness.
And that's precisely why most people get rinsed. In the world of proper finance, we use that to calculate something called VAR. Value at risk.
VAR. Sounds like a supervillain. Dr. VAR.
It's your financial seatbelt, you donut. It answers a simple question. What's the most I can stand to lose on this position over the next day with 95% confidence? It takes the asset's personality, its volatility, and turns it into a hard number. It tells you the size of the monster under the bed.
Okay, that's actually useful. So if the VAR on my Ethereum position is looking, spicy,
Yes.
it's a sign to maybe trim it down instead of YOLOing my life savings into it.
Aha! He gets it. It's the foundation of position sizing. You have an asset that moves like a sleepy old dividend stock, you can have a massive position. If you've got one of your pixelated penguin JPEGs, your position size should be tiny if you want to avoid a heart attack.
Those penguins are a cultural reset. But you mentioned something before, volatility clustering. It sounds like something that needs a cream.
It's the market's mood swings. It's the observation that wild days are usually followed by more wild days.
Right.
And calm days are followed by more calm days. Think about the COVID crash.
Yeah.
It wasn't one bad day and then everything's fine. No, it was weeks of sheer panic. Volatility hangs around. It clusters.
That's crypto to a T. We get these insane bull runs where everything is electric. Then we get these long, depressing crypto winters where nothing happens. The vibe just sticks. So how do you city boys actually predict this stuff? Got a Garch-powered crystal ball?
Close. Garch is exactly it. Don't let the name fool you. It's not as complex as it sounds.
Garch. Sounds like you're about to spit.
Ignoring you. Think of it like a smart weather forecast for volatility. If today was a financial hurricane, Garch looks at that and says, right, tomorrow's probably going to be very windy too.
Okay.
It mathematically models that clustering effect we talked about.
So it's basically a momentum indicator for chaos.
I can get behind that. We have our fear and greed index, which is the same idea, just, for dummies. When it hits extreme fear, vol is high, and the chads are buying. When it hits extreme greed, the plebs are buying, and it's about to dump.
That's a sentiment gauge. It's useful, but it's basic. The pros version of that is the VIX, the so-called fear index.
Ah, the VIX. Even a crypto degen like me knows the VIX. Reciting, when the VIX is high, it's time to buy. When the VIX is low, look out below.
That's the pub talk version, but yeah, you're not wrong. It tracks the implied volatility on the S&P 500. When big money managers get scared, they rush to buy options to protect their giant portfolios.
Okay.
They get that demand surge pushes up the price of those options, which sends the VIX soaring. It's the cleanest signal of fear in the traditional markets. So when the suits are running around with their hair on fire, the VIX is at 80. Simple. But here's the real question. Can you actually trade this stuff? Or is it just another pretty chart for Twitter analysts to draw lines on? You absolutely trade it. This is where you get into the good stuff, the options Greeks. And for volatility, the king is Vega.
Delta, Gamma, Vega. Sounds like a dodgy university society.
Could be. Vega measures how much an options price moves
Right.
for every 1% change in implied volatility. If you think the market's about to go nuts, but you don't know which way,
Yeah.
you buy options. You're long Vega. You are literally placing a bet on chaos itself.
Right. So you're buying a straddle or a strangle, a call and a put at the same time. You're betting on a massive move. You just don't care about the direction. We do that all the time before a big Federal Reserve announcement or a Bitcoin halving.
Right.
We're not trading the price. We're trading the explosion.
And there it is. See? We're not so different. You're just doing it in a digital Wild West. The principle is identical. Identify the volatility regime, quantify your risk with something like VAR, and then use a tool like Vega to either hedge that risk or make a bet on it. For me, it's about building a delta-neutral portfolio so I can isolate and trade the vol. Right. For you, it's about aping into a coin because it has a picture of a frog.
It's a very popular frog, thank you very much. But you're right. At the end of the day, we're both just trying to surf the waves of volatility. You're on a nice stable longboard in Cornwall. I'm strapped to a rocket-powered surfboard in the middle of a tsunami.
A tsunami that usually ends with you crying on the beach with your pockets turned out. But look, that's the whole point. Understanding volatility, really understanding it, is what separates the gamblers from the traders.
Yeah.
And it applies everywhere. Forex, stocks, or your digital pet rocks.
Well said, my friend. Well said. All right, that's enough alpha for one session. If you lot listening want to argue about this, or you just want to come and roast Morgan's boomer chart patterns,
Oh, here we go.
you have to get in our chat group. The link's right down there in the description. Hop in and have a laugh with us. It's where the real action is.
Please do. We need more people in there to talk some sense into Chris before he remortgages his house for a picture of a monkey.
Never. All right, people, we'll leave you with this. A little something to chew on. Here's the question. Serious. Is the insane, face-ripping volatility in emerging markets like crypto a bug, or is that a feature? Is it a fatal flaw of an immature asset class? Or is that chaos the very engine that creates once-in-a-generation opportunity? Let us know what you think. Catch you on the next one. Stay sharp.